Hey, this is Dixie and Silver and Gandalf, and I'm Neil from Neil's Han Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. 'Tis the season. And buy some silver, some platinum, and some crystallized osmium because, after you do your own research, which you always should, you'll find it's a smart move to make. Not a financial one, but it also is financial smart move. But I'm not giving advice. I'm just telling you it's a smart move to make after you do your own research. But that's not what this is about. Damn, tea is good. This is from China Observer. Riots across Africa target armored vehicles given by Chinese used to loot Chinese shops. Dun dun dun. I hate to break the narrative that most people have about China being accepted graciously and lovingly in Africa. The unfortunate thing about that is uh, they already blame colonial nations for fleecing them. So when someone worse than a colonial nation comes in, like China, and starts doing 10 times worse, these people get pissed, really pissed. And you're fixing to find out. I'm not going to show the whole video. I'm just going to show you enough to give you their point of view. Let's get a little volume here going.
Around Christmas this year, violent mobs rampaged through Maputo, the capital of Mozambique. Chinese-owned supermarkets were the first to suffer. An armored vehicle, originally provided by China to help maintain stability, was hijacked and used to ram open the gates of Chinese shops. The two-story metal shutters crashed down with sharp screams and frenzied curses filling the air. Store after store was ransacked. Everything in sight, from rice to televisions, sound systems to general goods, were looted. In just a few hours, several large Chinese supermarkets in the city center, with inventory worth millions of yuan, were completely emptied. The looting didn't stop there. Shops were set on fire, with thick smoke billowing from the scenes captured in videos. The China Mozambique Agricultural Technology Center, part of an official cooperation project, was also vandalized. Protesters claimed it symbolized corrupt deals and destroyed whatever they could. If it could be torn down or burned, they did it. Their goal was to humiliate the current Mozambican government. Whether there are masterminds or conspiracies fueling the violence, it remains unclear. But one thing is certain: anti Chinese sentiment has spread, and the government forces were unable to control the situation. In the first few days, the riots were concentrated in major cities like Maputo, but by December 27, the violence had spread to surrounding towns. More and more areas were caught in the chaos of looting, arson, and violence. In remote areas, police forces were already understaffed and poorly equipped. Now, officers could only defend police stations and had no capacity to patrol. As a result, once peaceful towns descended into disaster. By the time the government realized the severity of the situation, troops were hastily deployed. But even the military struggled to deal with the masked mobile riders. Criminal gangs seized the opportunity, looting supplies and setting factories ablaze under the banner of anti government protests. One group even stormed a prison, freeing 150 inmates by force. The trigger for these riots was Mozambique's recent elections. The ruling Mozambique Democratic Socialist Party, Frelimo, pulled out all the stops to maintain its grip on power. Allegations of backroom deals and electoral fraud were rampant. On December 23rd, Mozambique's Constitutional Council officially announced that Frelimo's candidate, Daniel Chapo, won with 65% of the vote. This ensured the long-standing ruling party, in power for half a century, would continue to govern. But the announcement was immediately met with widespread skepticism. It was obvious to many that the results were questionable. Opposition candidate Vinicio Mondlane was the first to protest. He outright rejected the official results, presenting his team's vote counts as evidence that he was the legitimate winner. The European Union Observer Mission also weighed in, reporting they had witnessed irregularities during the counting process and unjustified changes to results at polling stations. Mondlane responded forcefully, declaring he would hold his own inauguration next month. In the TikTok live stream, he even directly appealed to incoming US President Trump, requesting international intervention. The tension is noticeable. One could even feel it through the screen. Mondlane's confidence is not unfounded. The Election Commission's report is riddled with inconsistencies. Fraud was blatant, with vote counts manually altered in pencil.
But anyhow, we don't care about all that stuff. We know all about that stuff. It happened here. The important part is most of the Chinese businesses in the capital of Mozambique and surrounding towns have been looted and destroyed because of, as they said it, anti-Chinese sentiment due to corrupt deals being made that fleece the people of the country, i.e., the One Belt Road Initiative. Anyhow, just another cap in my feather for China going down. You guys have a nice night.